Hey folks, this is Twitch for Alert and Alive, coming to you today from my garage in wonderful Texas to give you some ideas for your own emergency kits, go bags. You know, I want to say up front that only under extreme conditions of some kind of disaster would you evacuate or leave your home. Your home is your best source of protection. But if for some reason you have to leave, be it a train derailment and a chemical spill that has contaminated the area so authorities ask you to leave, or a tornado has ravished your community and cut the power and the water and other things that you need off so that, for some reason you have to leave, or flooding, or whatever the disaster might be. I believe, and my experience with 30 years in the military taught me to always kind of look out. You anticipate the worst that might happen, but you hope for the best. But the bottom line is you're always prepared and ready to go, irrespective of what we might be faced with. The idea here is you don't have to copy and get everything that I have in my kit, my preparedness idea. These are just to give you ideas so that you can sit down with your family and decide what, if anything, you want to put in your own emergency kits or go bags. So let me start with this little bag. This little bag goes with me wherever I go every day. It has my identification in it. It has a little bit of extra cash in it if I'm in a situation where a credit card or a bank card won't do. I have a little bit of extra cash in here that I can use to purchase things with. I have some granola bars in here that if I have to hike for a while in a ways, I have some forms of energy. And so this goes with me whenever I travel. I also, when I go out each day, I have this little camelback, which will hold over 2 liters of water. I don't keep this filled, but I have a case of water in each one of my vehicles so that if I break down or get stuck somewhere or stall for a period of time, I can pull out this little camelback and fill it with bottles of water so that I have plenty to drink. Now let's talk about a go bag or an emergency kit and some of the things you might consider that you want to put in there for yourself or your family. Because we don't know, or can we predict, when a catastrophe might affect us, you kind of have to think in terms of an all-weather capability. Cold, hot, warm, rainy, snow, ice, whatever your situation may be. Where I live in Texas, it doesn't get really cold, except maybe 1 week out of the year in February, it'll get down into the freezing category. But here in the San Antonio area, things stay pretty nice most of the year. But what we do get is humidity and rain. And so we have one of these all-purpose weather blankets for every member of our family that we keep in our emergency kit. So if we have to go to somewhere, we're outdoors, and we have to leave the vehicle because it's too hot to stay in the vehicle, we have an emergency blanket. We also have these little food plates and kits to eat our MREs on, or any other food items that we may take with us or acquire. These are very handy and very durable. Portable battery charger, which if for some reason your vehicle needs a charge, or someone else you come across needs help or needs a charge, this comes with little cables and you can hook it up to their battery and it'll work on a 12 volt. We also purchased this little metal mess kit. I like these. I used to use these all the time as a Boy Scout when I'd go camping. And you can make this into a little frying pan and actually cook food on this if it's needed. We also have a compass in our emergency kit or go bag. You probably wouldn't need this unless you get off the main roads and you're cutting through some woods and you need to orient yourself and determine where you are with a compass. So you never know what condition you might find yourself in, so this is a good thing, we think, to have. We also have this all-hazard weather alert radio. This is crank and solar powered so that you don't have to have batteries to run it, but you can turn into the National Emergency Weather channel and get updates of anything that's going on that may affect your area. I also have in my kit a whistle. You know, if you get separated from family or you have some kind of emergency or something going on where you need to notify others for help, having a whistle in there, I think, is a good thing to have. We put in a small umbrella. I can't tell you enough, having served in the military and trained in the field environment many times, how important it is to have field sanitation and hygiene. And so we've included in each one of our bags some of these body wipes to wash off your hands and face with. And you're also going to need something, you know, depending on where you are and whether or not there are any restrooms or latrine facilities available. You may have to rough it out in the country or in an area that is secluded. And so having something there to clean yourself off with. We also have a little bracelet with a little compass. We have flashlights. The flashlights can be invaluable, especially at nighttime. If you're walking along a roadway and you need to navigate and you want other drivers or people to see you. Again, we talked about sanitation. You know, during COVID, everybody was washing their hands frequently. And so we've included little bottles of hand sanitizer in each one of our bags. In Texas, there are a lot of fire ants and other kinds of insects that can bite you. Some waterproof matches, might not need them, but if you have a need to start a fire, these are nice to have. Very important that you have adequate water to drink. These are little water chlorinator pills that you can drop into a bottle or a canteen to make sure your water's purified. We also have these little can openers. You know, you have to think about austerity. You don't have the electric can opener at home. What are you going to use to open up cans or other items with? And these are fantastic. A little fire starter, flint, and a little pocket knife tool here that can be used for different reasons. A small notebook to keep a little journal of where you are and what you're doing. Some hand warmers if you find yourself in a cold environment. And we put an extra cell phone charger in each one of our bags. For those of you who are on medications, one of the things we put in our go bags is a pill box for 7 days that has the supplements we take and any prescriptions that we might need to take during that 7-day period of time. It's important, if you're in a state where there's a lot of sun, that you have some type of hat that provides your neck and ears and face with sun protection. I talked about water. Every bag that we have has a thermos of water, and we empty these and rotate this water out about every 2 weeks. We also have the capability to filter water. They didn't have these back when I was a Boy Scout. They have bottles today with filters already built into them so that you can fill up this bottle and drink the water, and we'll filter out most substances that might be ill for your body. I keep some extra Motrin in my bag. We also carry some portable walkie-talkies so that if we get split up or we need to have this to communicate with members of our family, we have a way. Put in some gloves, again, all weather, extra pairs of socks. And I can't stress to you the importance of having extra pairs of socks, especially if your feet get damp and wet or cold or icy. These have saved me so many times in training in the Army. I'm a big believer in having extra dry socks. I also included a little binocular kit, SP50 sunblock. I keep 2 extra pairs of glasses in here. I have some leather gloves and some extra packing cord. Here's some multi-purpose wipes. Have a lighter, one of these energy bars that has like 10,000 calories in it. Slice off a little bit at a time and it can go a long way as a supplement with MREs. We have 3 of these for each member of the family. Some little razor blades. You never know, what you might need these for. Bar of soap and a toothbrush. And we thought that for each one of our bags, we put in a little bit of hard candy. Please don't forget your first aid kits as part of your emergency preparedness. Another thing that we have is a book. It's a nice little catalog that covers just about every kind of ailment that you might be confronted or have to deal with. This is just to give you some ideas that as you think about putting your own emergency kit together for your family and things that you may want or things that you need, is to give you ideas. This is what we've decided to get over a period of time. You don't need everything that we're showing here to survive for 72 hours or longer. We'll have one more podcast with Scott, who will show you, what they pull together for their family, and that'll be coming out very shortly as well. So thank you very much for your time and attention. Please subscribe to our channel and put a like, and I want to thank you very, very much for those of you who have subscribed and those who are listening. I'm really passionate about this. I think it's really important, and thank you for your time.